In the previous video you saw us renewing an old pickup truck. And in this video we're going to upgrade an old shipping container for a future storage and material bank. We will start by making a big roof above it, and we're going to share all the drawings with you so you can use it for your own container, if you have one laying around. But first thing first, we need a shipping container. And we got one a few months ago in the middle of a rainy winter. Our land, it's a bit rough with the dirt road, so we had to move it to a more sketchy truck to bring it to the land.
Soil is a bit wet. Let's see how it goes. We're gonna check it first.
And you're scared?
No, we're having fun. We are now in the back of base camp. We clear all this mimosa patch. We clear all this area where the container is gonna come. Then we put these concrete pieces to let the container rest flat on top. Now it's raining, the container needs to come by the path. We also clear the path for the truck. Let's see how it goes. Coming in 5 minutes.
Great weather, no?
Great weather.
Hi Harvey. We should film you, eh? Yeah. More fun.
Looks good. Huh? Looks good. What a beauty, eh? What a beauty.
Yes. You can play a game inside now. Good. Not expected with this rain, but the guy is badass. Happy? New dry space.
Oh, Ben Adriano.
Good. The whole year waiting for this dry space, yes?
Right. So here you have the container. It's currently spring. It's been since winter here. We put some stuff inside to make sure it was protected from the rain. But now sun is coming and it's time to rebuild this beautiful container. So when we got the container, we made a patch free from vegetation where we could put it, but everything around it is still very dense and overgrown with some mimosa trees, some old branches that are there. So we still need to clean up a bit the area around it so we have space, but also for the fire season that is coming to make sure we remove the fuel. And we're gonna make a big roof on top of the container. It's gonna be the biggest roof we have until now. And we mainly want this because we want to store things very dry in the container, but also create some dry spaces on the edges of it so we can store wood, metal or waste system. The roof itself will be mounted on these 4 solid corners the containers always have. Wait, let me actually show you close. They look a bit rough, but they're super sturdy and standardized around the world, so the drawing would be replicable to other containers. And for us it also means in the future we can take it on and off if we want to, because it's a very solid connection. And the outside of the container is in pretty rough condition, very rusty. But I think we'll just leave it like that because we're gonna have a big roof on top that will protect it. And these containers are also very resistant against all the rust, so it should be okay. But the inside we're gonna make very nice and clean, organized with tools and bulk storage. But before we're gonna do any of that,
we will need to clear a bit more around it. We need to make some space around the container. And in case you don't know, our land is fully overgrown with invasive tree species. This, in combination with having the summer around the corner, means wildfires are coming. A big reason to take flammable mimosa down. One patch down, another one to come. With the new gloves. Not in shape yet. Beginning of the season.
Catching fire.
After we chop all the mimosas, we burn all the brambles and the things that could spread a fire. And, as we have a lot of logs now, we offer them to the neighbors, who use them for warming their house in winter. And we also had help from Benjamin to turn the leftovers into wood chips that will prevent that more mimosa and brambles would grow in the new area.
Did we finish, Julie?
Yes. Enough. Alright, so this is a much better pile. Now we have a lot of wood chips to be spread. Now that this area is clean, Dave can start to build the new storage room.
Now it's a new day, all the materials for the roof structure arrived, so we can start building the frame.
Nós podemos com também.
Okay.
Sozinho não.
Solo?
Valenta.
So next we're gonna make the frame on top of the roof. Make sure we have a way to connect it. Using one long beam on top with a few nuts and bolts. So let's see if we can make it fit. So the roof itself is pretty irregular and not straight because there's a lot of bumps. So we want to make sure that it's all flat before we start building the roof. So we can put two big beams on both sides to even out everything. And those are also going to be the connector points where the roof is going to be attached to the container. So next we're going to make the metal frame. We need to chop all the metal tubing we have and strips. So cutting, drilling and then welding it together. So we have these 6 meter long beams and they go all the way back to the container, but they don't fully fit in. So if you have to drill a hole in the middle, yeah, it doesn't fit. But in order to make it fit, is we could make a hole in the container so the beam can slide all the way through. So yeah, just need to make a little hole in the container and then we can continue to drill all of the holes. Right there. No, I wasn't filming. Is it okay if
you're not filming?
No, I just started now.
Ah, okay. No, keep going.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah. So all the metal parts are now cutted, all the brackets and the tubes, and next we're going to weld it. We're going to weld it into a few parts that we can later assemble it on top of the container. So now time to weld. all the holders are now welded and secured. This is the only welding we have to do, because all the rest would be nuts and bolts holding it together. So next up we're going to give this a paint job to make sure they're protected, and then we're going to assemble everything on the container.
Now I'm
good.
Show your hands.
Now it's a bit clean because I clean a bit.
Now they're clean.
Yeah, it's clean, I swear. Okay. Sanding and cleaning done. Next up, painting.
Okay, so all the parts are now ready. We have the screws, the bolts, the nuts, the wrenches, the container is here. So today we're going to put it all together. We have Jaime here to help out.
Hello, my name is Jaime. I'm 29 years old and I'm from Spain. I've been traveling in my van for the last few years, working and developing my skills as a carpenter in different parts of Europe. I came to Project Camp to experience a more self-sustaining, self-sufficient mode of living in community and in a natural environment. I like to travel, get to know new places, cultures, and in the future I would like to buy a piece of land with a ruin to rebuild it and lead a lifestyle that is more environment friendly. So let's start working.
So next we're gonna connect the frame to the container. So we made these brackets that we put underneath, and then we can bolt them together so they clamp themselves to the container and it should be solid. So next is the last layer on the frame, and it's two different tubes. So in order to bring them together we have this little piece of wood that goes into the tube and we hammer it in there. And then the other one as well, and then we make sure they're all aligned and we screw them onto the frame.
ready.
So the roof is now ready, the frame. It's pretty smooth. And next we're gonna put on the roof. Next we need to get the materials for the roof. We picked them up on our brand new pickup, which we renovated in the previous video. It's great to have a bigger, sturdy car to be able to get larger things ourselves. And for the roofing material we went for metal sheets, which is very commonly used around here. You can find more information in the research module on why we're using this material. And there you can also download all the files to build the frame. The link is posted below. For now, time to put on the roof. So first panel is on. So what we're gonna do now?
I'm gonna drill the first hole.
Woohoo. And we already created some shade.
A bit.
There, a rectangular shade.
Yeah. I think shade is gonna come when the roof is up. It's gonna be a hot evening.
So I'm currently on the roof, everything is finished, but it cannot really go off. So the plan is to jump in that pile of wood chips and hopefully everything is okay. Wood chips. The assembling of the roof went surprisingly smooth. All the pieces fitted without a problem and we assembled everything in one day. But just as we finished the roof and wanted to get a dinner, a guy showed up with his big digger. He should come on Saturday, but he just came today because he's gonna flatten the area around it, which is gonna be nice in the future because then it's all flattened, and he also will take out the roots that we didn't manage to do ourselves before. So yeah, final touches. Alright, so the roof is now ready. We already tested it yesterday with some rain coming in. Perfectly dry underneath, so that's good. The next steps are going to be to make space on the back side to store material like wood and metal that we have left over. And on this side is going to be a waste system where we can sort out all our trash. And in the inside we're going to store the garden tools and bulk food. So, but that's for later videos. If you want to see those, make sure to subscribe. So you're gonna continue to follow how this is gonna go. And if you already want to see the next video for next week, make sure to subscribe and support on Patreon so you can see it 1 week ahead. But if not, no worries. You're just gonna see us same time, same channel next week. Thanks for watching. It's very strong. Pull up. That was it. Thanks for watching.